Hello, welcome. It's Mark doing another Scotch tasting here today. Once again outside in this beautiful weather we're having. And thank you for stopping by. And, appreciate any comments, feedback, something that you'd like me to try and do a tasting on. Give it a thumbs up, like, whatever. So anyway, today we have Tamdhu. This is the cask strength batch number 2. I'm going to go ahead and pour it. I have had this once before, but I don't remember what it looked like or what it tasted like. So I'm going to do that, and I will give it a roll. So that was almost a perfect pour. Okay. Had it not hit the bump on the plastic here, it would have been perfect. So anyway, Tamdhu is a Speyside single malt Scotch. They were founded in 1897, I believe. Yes, founded in 1897. They first distilled in 1898. They were the last Scottish distillery to use what is called a Saladin box for malting barley. They closed in 2010. Later they reopened, of course. I think they mostly make blends. Cutty Sark, Famous Grouse, J&B, I think all use Tamdhu. And Tamdhu actually means the little dark hill in Scots Gaelic. And they mostly use Oloroso sherry casks. I take that back. They only use Oloroso sherry casks. Most of their wood is Spanish oak, although they do use some American oak. All their oak is air dried for 2 years. They don't kill and dry it like a lot of distilleries do. And it actually takes 6 years from the time they cut the wood to get it into it ends up at the distillery. It's harvested from the Andalusia region, kind of in northern Spain, and then it's sent to Jerez to be filled with the Oloroso sherry. They use the Tivasa cooperage, which is one of the more famous cooperages there, and they're actually in Andalusia. And then it goes through a second period of air drying, and then the casks are actually toasted. So they use the bodegas of Humberto de Merca and the Vecima. Their white oak comes from Kentucky, and the other oak comes, of course, from Spain. The sherry and the American oak is about 2 years old. So, okay, enough about Andalusia. Well, go ahead. I mean, not Andalusia. Tamdhu. Go ahead and show it to you in the bottle. I don't believe they use color. And there it is. This is 10 years old, I believe. I believe it's 10 years old. It's unchill filtered, excluded. It uses natural color, exclusively matured in sherry casks. And it's, what's the ABV here? We got 58.5% ABV. And again, this is batch number 2. Let's see, and I think they actually leave their casks whole. I don't think they chop them down and then reassemble them. I think they actually leave their casks whole. So, okay, and pretty much this is Can-Do Spirit, the Can-Do Spirit of Tamdhu. Devised and constructed in the era's most remarkable distillery with the single aim of producing the world's finest single malt Scotch whiskey. Batch strength number 2, unchill filtered, 58.5% ABV. Batch number 2. In 1897, Tamdhu Distillery was born of its founders' can-do spirit and 200 years of Scottish industry. Today, Tamdhu batch strengths honors and upholds their passion to make only the finest single malt. A small number of exceptional sherry casks have been hand-selected and bottled unchill filtered at natural color. That's kind of weird. And high strength to represent Tamdhu at its best. Each batch is unique and varies slightly in style and strength, but always captures the complex richness and intensity of the sherry cask matured whiskey. Okay, gives a little bit out of their tasting notes. They said brown bread with peanut butter, cinnamon, white pepper on the palate, oaky, berries, vanilla, and some cookie dough. Sounds really good. So anyway, we're going to give it a nosing. I do get the oak for sure. I'm getting strawberries. Do they say anything about, they don't say anything about strawberries. I get strawberries. Raisins. Fruit, red fruit, some cherries maybe. Red plums. There is some of that nuttiness that they're talking about, but I wouldn't call it peanut butter, more like pralines, pecans, cashews. Yeah, I wouldn't call it peanut butter. I'm not getting this cookie dough they talked about. I'm not really getting much doughy, grainy note at all. It's just sweet fruits, red fruit, with some raisins and maybe almonds, but getting more of that praline sweetness. I guess it's some caramel. So all right, onto the palate. Definitely got that leather, cream, some marshmallow cream. I do get some of the red fruit, but really that it's more tobacco. Very good. Finishes, the fruit kind of does the finish, but the up front it's mostly that tobacco leather kind of. What did they say on there? This is where they said oak, berries, vanilla, and cookie dough. I'm not getting the cookie dough. They say long finish with dried fruits, hazelnut, and vanilla. It's definitely fruit on the finish. Okay, I'm getting more caramel now. Yeah, okay. The nuts, I'm getting more of the nuts now. But still the fruit. Okay, try it again. Cream, vanilla, leathery, tobacco. There is some red fruit in there. Nutty, definitely the nut. I'm getting the more of the cashews, but finish is kind of medium long. This is very good. This should very, very good. For a distillery I'm not that familiar with, this is a great whiskey. So we're going to go with 8. All right. We'll see you later.